afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. I am Bhavita Gopalchan. Thank you so much for joining us. A man police say was mentally unstable was shot and killed by officers last evening after he allegedly attacked an officer with a knife. Police reported that around 6:40 p.m., Constable Noel and other officers of the San Juan Police Station responded to a call of domestic disturbance at the corner of Concord and Saddle Road in San Juan. When they arrived, Abram Hackett stabbed the officer in both arms. The attacker was later shot and taken to hospital where he died. The officer is expected to undergo surgery for the injuries sustained. Now to this, investigations are underway into a burglary at the home of the Chief of Defense Staff, Don Polo. Reports indicate that Polo returned to his St. Clair home at around 8:30 p.m. on June 19th and went to bed. He was reportedly alerted around 9:30 a.m. on June 20th that the tailgate of his wife's vehicle was open. Well, upon checking, the Commodore allegedly saw a cupboard open and several bottles of wine missing. Further inquiries revealed that entry and exit was gained by jumping over a wall. The Customs and Excise Division intercepted a shipment containing marijuana and a firearm at a customs bonded area in Port of Spain yesterday, according to a Ministry of Finance media release. Officers conducted a detailed examination of cargo consigned to a retired Customs and Excise guard and discovered 11 packages containing the drugs with an estimated street value of $1.4 million. Officers also found a separate package containing the firearm concealed inside a washer and dryer. Well, one person has been arrested and charged in connection with the seizure. The accused is expected to appear before the High Court today. And the Tobago division of the T&T Chamber of Industry and Commerce says a shift in mindset is needed to get CPEP workers invested in farming. During yesterday's THA budget presentation, Finance Secretary Petilan Roberts announced CPEP will now fall under the Division of Food Security. She added CPEP workers will now be employed on mega farms as the THA seeks to double agriculture's output. However, Chamber head Curtis Williams is anticipating some pushback with the restructuring of the program.
Re-engineering the CPEP mentality or the minds of the CPEP folks into farming is a difficult task. As you mentioned, they normally do 2-3 hours on mornings, if so much, and then to get them there now going and treating with agriculture on a massive way, in a mega way, is not an easy task. And I know they will have some pushback on that. Definitely will have some pushback on it. So it meant maybe they're just going to do 2 hours on these farms.
Meanwhile, the Chamber says it is excited with the Assembly's announcement of direct flights from Toronto, Miami and Guyana. Williams believes a data-driven approach is required for tourism to reach its full potential.
We need the mass tourism to bring the numbers in, and we need the community tourism to bring the niche where we can have those high ends and give you that whole experience of Tobago, with all of that knitted into creating sport tourism, in creating ecotourism, in creating beach tourism. So we all want to see that whole thing map out and make a clear, definite direction for the tourism product in Tobago.
Williams says the business community is ready to partner with the Assembly to help it achieve its goals. The United Kingdom government has published new guidance outlining the circumstances under which Trinidad and Tobago nationals may qualify for asylum. Now, this comes months after introducing visa requirements for travelers from this country. Under the new guidance, people living in gang-controlled communities were perceived to have disobeyed gang rules, refused demands, openly opposed gang activity, or disrespected gang leaders will be considered. However, the guidance says a fear of gangs alone is generally insufficient to establish refugee status based on political opinion. The guidelines were published on the UK government's website on June 5th, 2026. The document says Trinidad and Tobago has more than 180 gangs operating across the country, with the Muslims in Rasa City among the most prominent. It estimates that gangs are responsible for around 1/3 of homicides. Meanwhile, members of the United States Army and the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force have been participating in a joint military training exercise aimed at enhancing medical preparedness as well as operational effectiveness in challenging environments. That's according to the U.S. military. Now, the Tactical Combat Casualty Care and Jungle Technical Exchange was conducted from June 15th to 18th at Tetram Barracks in Chaguaramas, bringing together U.S. Army Civil Affairs soldiers from the 98th Civil Affairs Battalion TTDF personnel and representatives from various regional security agencies. The U.S. Special Operations Command South said that the exercise focused on improving medical readiness, casualty management procedures, and the sharing of best practices for operating in austere jungle environments. Well, Southcom added that the exercise forms part of ongoing efforts to deepen cooperation between the United States and this country. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with Sport News.
At CTS College Private Secondary School, we understand that every student learns differently. This is why we provide them with the freedom to choose their ideal workload. With full-time and part-time classes delivered face-to-face and online, and dedicated teachers to help them reach their academic goals. We also provide regular updates to students and parents. Plus, we have affordable rates and flexible payment terms. Enroll today at CTS College.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Every day, your nasal passages are exposed to dryness from dry air, CPAP machines, oxygen therapy, sinusitis, allergies, and the common cold. When the nose becomes dry, breathing doesn't feel comfortable. It feels irritated, tight, and blocked. Introducing Nasogel Spray, a gentle nasal spray designed to help restore moisture where you need it most. Its hydrating formula helps soothe and relieve dryness inside the nasal passages, supporting more comfortable breathing. Nasogel Spray, so you can breathe better every day. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Welcome back in sport. West Indies and Sri Lanka will open another chapter in their 33-year Test match history on Thursday in North-South Antigua. Sri Lanka historically has the upper hand against their host, but the home team has traditionally found joy at the match venue. Ian Wason has more.
West Indies and Sri Lanka first faced each other in a test match in 1993 and subsequently have met 22 times since that drawn match at Muratama, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's admission to the test match arena coincided with the West Indies' decline in the format during the 90s and 2000s, and the Lankan Lions have won 10 test matches to West Indies' 4 since their first meeting. The Asians have also won 4 out of the 11 series to 2 for the West Indies. Therefore, on paper, the subcontinental side will start as favourites when they meet in this year's 2-test series beginning on Thursday in Antigua. However, the home team has enjoyed an excellent record at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, venue for the 2-test series.
Test cricket for us over the first 6 test matches in this Test Championship, is batting for long periods and not losing so many wickets in the session. Sometimes we're going good, and the ability to not let the bowling get into our batting lineup when someone is bowling a good spell. These are areas that we focus on.
Out of 13 tests in North Sound, they have won 5 and lost only 2. India is the only team to defeat them there. The men in maroon will hope their record at North Sound inspires their first win of the World Test Championship cycle, where they currently sit bottom of the table after 1 draw and 7 defeats. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, are third with just 1 win and 1 loss. Meanwhile, another ace in the hole for the hosts will be Kemar Roach's experience as a third best wicket taker in this matchup. Ian Wason, CNC3 Sport.
Well, born out of the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association's Academy of Leadership and Management, Unity Sports Events Management Company has launched the first entrepreneurial leadership venture, the National Alumni Integral Tournament. Well, the competition, set to kick off on August 22nd, will feature 8 alumni teams battling for school pride and bragging rights, that is, dubbed Legends Live Forever. It is a two-pronged event that will also feature a North-South exhibition match, while deserving alumni and individuals associated with secondary school football over the years will also be recognized. Main organizer Kwesi Peterson explained.
This tournament is a competition that celebrates school heritage while advancing grassroots football in a way that is real and long-lasting. It supports lifelong participation, strengthens intergenerational mentorship, and builds community well-being. Because football can keep people connected, active, and proud for many years after their competitive period of playing.
The Over 35 competition will feature 4 winners of zonal alumni tournaments. Those are Vassany High School, Arima North Secondary, El Dorado East, and Fatima College. They will line up against invited teams QRC Signal Hill, Karapi Chaiman Presentation College, San Fernando. Already, the banter is heating up.
Winners always like to win. We've been going through a decent year, and we think that we have an opportunity to capitalize and be the first winners of this tournament, and that's our main goal.
Being the 4-time champions of the old boys intercal competition, we looking to achieve national glory. All right, I know the guys will be very excited to do it. The community as a whole of Arima.
Well, that's it for sport. It's back to a break.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
A dangerous heat wave sweeping across Europe has claimed dozens of lives, with France reporting at least 40 heat-related deaths. Record temperatures have pushed France to its hottest June day on record, with more than half the country placed under red heat alerts. Spain and Italy are also facing dangerous heat, with temperatures expected to climb above 40 degrees Celsius in parts of both countries. Italy has also issued red heat alerts in major cities. Authorities are warning people to avoid swimming in unsupervised rivers and canals. Turning now to the weather forecast, a hazy and breezy day is expected with conditions becoming cloudier later today. Partly cloudy skies are forecast to give way to light to moderate showers with a chance of heavier showers in some areas. The forecast high is 32 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 31 in Tobago. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a look at the day's developments so far. We'll have these stories and so much more coming up for you in a major newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.